Hello, ladies and gentlemen, out there on YouTube, and welcome to race number 12, the final race before All-Star Weekend at Charlotte, here in Season 7 Walmart Cup Series action for the NNSCRA. Hi, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Taco Bell 300 here at Lime Rock Park. This is going to be a really good road course race at the shortest road course we go to, and one of the shorter races on the schedule. 10 laps of racing here at Lime Rock to get ourselves ready to get to All-Star Weekend. But before we get into the race itself, we're going to take a look, as usual, at the top 20 in the point standings coming into this race. Last couple weeks, PJ Williams has won 2 in a row. He won at the last road course race at Sonoma, and he won last week at Darlington. He comes in as the points leader by 19 points over Chris Michaels. Second is Preston Plord. Third is Charles Jackson, or actually fourth, Charles Jackson. Fifth is Dylan Poteet. Sixth is Trent Dunham. Seventh, Danny Wells. Eighth, Angel Navarro. 9th, Michael Norman. 10th, David Rivera, who's our pole setter. Second driver this season to get a pole twice this season so far. Rest of the top 20 is Tanner Sullivan, Jesse Setti, Dylan Thoreau, Austin LaPlante, Rue McIntyre, Dougie Shears, Benjamin Miles, Alex Hawkins, Kyle Corbett, and Ian Dutta, rounding out the top 10. Without further ado, let's get the command to fire engines, but before that, the top 10 in the lineup, as you see the lineup when I scrolled through. David Rivera on the pole, second Dylan Thoreau, third Pichu London, so Roush Fenway, 1, 2, 3 starting. Zachary Fitzwater, fourth, fifth Chase Oliver, sixth is Benjamin Miles, seventh Alex Hawkins, eighth Dougie Shears, ninth Kyle Corbett, 10th Jessica Shelton. Now let's get the command to fire engines, shall we?
Drivers, start your engines!
And there you go. They're getting their engines fired up. And now they're off and running. And in the last row, as you saw, is Dylan Poteet and Jessica Villanueva. Fords are top 4, 3 from Roush, 1 from Richard Petty. All for first, second, third, and fourth, with Roush being 1, 2, 3 with Rivera, Thoreau, and London. Our other teammate, Joshua Balkin, is going to be starting a little bit toward the back of the field, as you saw him in the vitamin water car. Pace car in pit road, which means it's time to go racing. And here we go. Boogity, 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 let's go Lime Rock racing, boys and girls. David Rivera, remember the last time he got the pole at a road course, he ended up falling back to second on the first lap and didn't lead a lap. He wants to try to redeem himself here this week. And remember, David Rivera's no stranger to winning here at Lime Rock. He's won here, I think, once in the past, maybe twice. He knows how to get around this track. It's like they have a good setup for qualifying and for race setup here at this track. So this is probably David Rivera's best racetrack to go to, which is Lime Rock. And Pichu London, who started third, he's now into second. He has not had a top 10 finish this season, and he's dead last in the standings. 161 points out of the points lead. He would love to change all that with this run. And whoa, we just had a wreck! Dylan Thoreau, Alex Hawkins, Kyle Corbett all get taken out right there. Wow. Oh, and then we have more carnage. More cars just got wrecked. Dylan Young, Dylan Poteet, Charles Sanford, Jessica Villanueva, Tanner Sullivan, Stephen Pollard III, Chris Washer's damaged. James Silverfox was in it. Ian Dutta was involved. Holy crap. Michael Norman got a piece of that. Oh, and now we got more wrecking. James McLeod gets turned, and then he gets hit by a couple cars. Dougie Shears and Bob Jones ended up getting into something. Ignore that glitched damage on those Toyotas. Trying to see who's that on pit road. Is that that's Alex Hawkins, who we saw get up into some wrecks earlier on. But man, oh man, just some carnage already taking place here at Lime Rock. But David Rivera still hanging on strong with the lead. Quite a lot of shuffling happened in the field as a result. Jeffrey Rose, who was involved in one of those accidents, he's on pit road. Obviously probably is going to retire. I have not seen racing this crazy at Lime Rock in my life. And Dylan Poteet going to try to continue for points purposes, as he is top 10 in the standings. So he wants to be able to keep going so that way he can gain as much points as possible. As far as drivers out of the race, we have only 3 that are officially retired. Dougie Shears, Bob Jones, and Chris Washer have all put their cars over the wall after all that craziness that happened on track and random locations in the same lap. But David Rivera still hanging in strong with that lead. Petrie London still doing good in second. Chase Oliver having a great run so far in third. In fact, let's take a look and see how the field looks now after all this shuffling and craziness has happened. David Rivera is still the leader. Second is Pichu London, so it's a Roush 1-2 right now. Third, Chase Oliver. Fourth, Jesse Setti. Fifth, Rue McIntyre. Sixth, and the highest finish, or the highest running rookie right now, Benjamin Miles. Seventh, Chris Michaels. Eighth, Jessica Shelton. Ninth, Zachary Fitzwater. 10th, Kyle Matthews. 11th, Matt McIntyre. 12th is Seth Cole. 13th, Anthony McCurry. 14th, Charles Jackson. 15th, Angel Navarro. 16th, PJ Williams. 17th, Cody Lamas. 18th, Joshua Balkin. 19th, Austin LaPlante. 20th is Sean Galligan. 21st, Dorian Facepuncher. 22nd, Danny Wells. 23rd, Trent Dunham. 24th, Joshua Collard. 25th, James McLeod. 26th is Michael Norman. 27th is Charles Sanford with a buckle on his hood. 28th, Tanner Sullivan. 29th, James Silverfox. 30th, Dylan Young. 31st is now going to be Kyle Corbett. 32nd, Jessica Villanueva. 33rd, Stephen Pollard III. 34th, Ian Dutta. 35th is Preston Plore. Those are all the lead lap cars. Cars are around a lap down are Dylan Poteet, Dylan Thoreau, and the cars out of the race officially after all the mess that we had are Dougie Shears, Alex Hawkins, Bob Jones, Jeffrey Rose, and Chris Washer. Meanwhile, David Rivera still in the lead, although Pichu London's been slowly but surely cutting away into that lead. Pichu London wants to get his first ever Walmart Cup Series win. And he comes in dead last in the standings, so this would be big if he were to somehow win this race, or at least have a good finish in second. But next time by, it will be 3 laps to go, which is plenty of time for London to try to make something work. Although Rivera, he's just been driving a smart race, not making any mistakes. London may be a tad bit faster. Let's see the margin this time. Nearly 0.5 of a second. And Chase Oliver's actually even cutting into that lead too, so it could be a 3-car battle for the lead here pretty soon if they don't screw it all up. Everybody who's still on track is still running under their own power. Like I said, after all the craziness that we had on lap 2 or 3. I think it was lap 3, from what I remember. Although Peachy London's getting a little worried because he's got Chase Oliver right behind him. And if Oliver tries to battle London for second, then... Oh, wait a minute. Oliver kind of... I think he made a mistake. He might have overdrove a corner, and now he's lost touch with the top two. And now it's 0.3 of a second separating the top two with 2 laps to go. Could we see these two Roush cars battle for the lead? London's right there pretty much to Rivera, although Rivera has the preferred lines on the racetrack by staying glued to the bottom of each corner, so that way he can keep the spot, but London is right there on the back bumper of the 6. Let's see what's going to happen here in this next turn. London not really able to make any moves right there, but he managed to gain a bunch of time, but now he might have lost a little bit of time as a result. And we're coming to the white flag here at Lime Rock. White flag is out, the margin of the lead now is gained over to 0.4 of a second. So Rivera drove it smart and now battle for third. Jesse Setti trying to go by Chase Oliver. I guess Oliver might have, his car might have just got lost on itself. And now he's about to lose third to Jesse Setti. And Setti goes to third. Meanwhile, Peachy London trying to make one final run at David Rivera for that lead. Oh, he thought he could get low enough, but it's not going to work. And I think that pretty much is going to do it. Coming out of the final corner, coming to the checkered flag to get his first win in a long time, David Rivera wins the Taco Bell 300 at Lime Rock. What a dominating performance by David Rivera yet again here at this racetrack. Great job. And also, props to Roush Fenway, top 2. Great job. Let's take a look at the rest of the results, however. Peachy London, despite not winning the race, he's still going to be happy that he finally got a good finish this season. Comes away second. Great job for the 16 car. Jesse Setti, solid performance in third. Chase Oliver with a great run in fourth. And Rue McIntyre with a solid run in the 5th spot. Great run for him. Chris Michaels with a great run in the 6th position. Jessica Shelton gets a great run in 7th. Zachary Fitzwater with a solid 8th place run. Kyle Matthews, great run in 9th. And Matt McIntyre, solid performance in the 10th spot. Excuse me, I had to sneeze right there. Rest of the top 20, Seth Cole, Benjamin Miles, Charles Jackson, Anthony McCrory, PJ Williams, Cody Lamas, Angel Navarro, Joshua Balkin, Sean Galligan, Austin LaPlante. Rest of the top 30, Danny Wells, Dorian Facepuncher, Trent Dunham, Joshua Collard, James McLeod, Michael Norman, Tanner Sullivan, Charles Sanford, James Silverfox, Dylan Young. Rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap, Kyle Corbett, Ian Dutta, Stephen Pollard III, Jessica Villanueva, and Preston Blord. 2 cars finishing a lap down, Dylan Poteet and Dylan Thoreau. Everybody else was out of the race after the mess that happened on lap 3. And they were Dougie Shears, Alex Hawkins, Bob Jones, Jeffrey Rose, and Chris Washer. But anyways, thank you guys for watching here at Lime Rock. Up next, we have All-Star Weekend, so we're going to take a break from points racing to go balls out at the All-Star race coming up in Charlotte. But before that, we got the All-Star Open, but we're going to wait a little bit before we do the All-Star stuff because remember, the fan vote is going to be going on now after this race. Or actually, it has been going on for a couple of races now, but remember, whoever wins the fan vote does not have to compete in the All-Star Open. He'll be able to compete in the All-Star race without being in the Open. So there you have it with that. In order to vote, go to the official Facebook page of the Walmart Cup Series. There will be a poll set up on Straw Poll to determine who will get the ride in the All-Star race. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Here are your results, rookie points, and regular points heading into All-Star Weekend. And this is Levi McIntyre, signing off.